Today we are going to be looking at Ollie Watkins and his 87 rated Centurions card in Ultimate Team. Now what an upgrade this is to his normal card. I do like Ollie as a player in real life and he fits my team perfectly, so today we are going to have a look over that Centurions card and his gameplay, and I am going to let you know if it's worth getting him into your team before this SBC expires. So Ollie Watkins is going to be replacing Callum Wilson in my team, lining up as my new left striker in my 4-4-2. And before we get into his gameplay, let's have a quick look over his card and his stats. So Ollie is of course right footed and standing at 5'11" tall, so not the tallest or shortest player in the game. He is very nicely set up with high attacking and high defensive work rates with 3-star skill moves and a 4-star weak foot. Now I've got him in my team as a striker, but he can also play as a centre forward if you're using a different formation. Looking at his stats then, and as he's got full chem on a basic chemistry style, he would get a beautiful boost on a lot of his key stats. His pace is looking absolutely deadly at 91 with a 99 on sprint speed. His shooting is not the highest, but it looks pretty decent at 87. The key stats here are his attacking positioning at 94, finishing at 93 and shot power at 91. His passing obviously isn't great, but he does have an 88 on vision and an 86 short pass. Now the dribbling stats are looking really good, with the main ones here being a lovely 91 on agility, 90 on reactions and 86 on ball control. His physical stats also look really nice at 82 overall, with 97 on jumping, he's got 96 stamina and he's got 88 strength. And then moving on to his playstyles, and he has got 4 playstyles on his card. The first one being the chip shot, and this just means that he'll perform chip shots way faster and way more accurately than other players might. The second is the rapid style under ball control, which means that he'll get to a higher sprint speed while he's running with the ball, and he'll make less mistakes while he's sprinting. Next, under physical, we've got the relentless playstyle, which is also really strong. Now this one means that he'll recover more during half time and extra time breaks, and it also increases the amount of time that he can hold a press. And finally, he has the acrobatic playstyle, which means that he'll volley with much more accuracy and he can perform those acrobatic moves like bicycle and scissor kicks. So overall, this Centurions card is looking like a very good card overall. So let's take him into the game and see how he does. Now with him being my striker, I'm going to start this review off by looking at his shooting and his finishing. Now Ollie Watkins is a monster in front of goal. He has got the ability to finish almost anything that you give him. He's got a very strong and very accurate shot on him, especially when he's in and around the box. What's great is he's also got a 4-star weak foot, which isn't amazing, but it does mean he has the ability to score with either foot. The way he receives the ball and controls it on the turn is brilliant, and it makes it so easy for you to spin into a run and away from defenders. That will help pull you away in no time for a clean run up on goal. His ball control is also very good as well. He'll control all types of lobs and passes at pretty much any height or any speed they get to him, even when he's under pressure from defenders. He's a very agile player as well, and that makes it so simple to keep the ball in close control and make small changes in direction with ease. Now this does really help when you're turning through defenders in the box to get yourself a clear shot on goal. To add to that, he is seriously fast on the ball. That with his dribbling skills lets you get from one end of the pitch to the other in no time at all, and with the ball under control at all times. He will outpace a lot of quick defenders, including those like Kyle Walker, so you can see why he's such a problem for defenders. His passing is also not half bad either. He'll find his teammates with most of his short passes, and he can also complete the longer passes as well, but only if he's in space without any pressure on him. He can also make those through balls, whether they're lobbed or ground balls, but he's not going to be able to complete the more intricate passes through the smallest gaps. Overall, I had no issues with his passing, and it is good enough for a forward. It does make him a great link-up player though within the attacks, where he can give and go with no hesitation or find his teammates in the box to get in on goal. He is a real team player all round. Now he is also a strong player, which I didn't think was the case looking at his stats, but he has on many occasions outmuscled the likes of Van Dijk. Now he won't do it every single time, but he has got the ability to hold off the strongest players. They'll slow him down for sure, but he's composed in possession and will do everything he can to find a way out of the press and run free. That said though, he'll also bounce right off stronger defenders if they're positioned in a particular way. Running along the wing against fullbacks is made simpler with his strength, and he'll get past the majority of fullbacks in the game. His high defensive work rate is so good as well. You'll find that he'll track back a lot to help win the ball, and he'll take up much deeper positions when the opposition are on the attack. This I find is so helpful because it gives your defence a passing option in the middle of the park rather than having them boot the ball clear. That makes it so much easier for you to get back on the attack with another forward sitting higher up the pitch, especially if you're playing a 4-4-2 like I am. So with him being a good passer and receiver, he is much more likely to make a difference in midfield when your team is defending. Now I think this is a very underrated characteristic in strikers because not every striker has that high defensive work rate. This type of positioning is overlooked a lot, but this Centurions Watkins shows you why it's so helpful to have that defensive work rate as a striker, and you'll see it make a huge difference when you play with him. Now Ollie Watkins overall has very good attacking positioning. No matter where he is on the field, he'll find a way to get into space for a pass away from defenders. When he's running from deeper areas, he is a dream to find with those long through balls into space behind defences where they have absolutely no chance of catching up with him. He knows when to sit back in an attack and just the right time to burst into the box for a tap-in. Not only that, he knows exactly where to go and makes it easier for his teammates to find him in space. Such a dangerous attacker to have in your team. So overall, how am I rating Ollie Watkins Centurions card? I am going to give this card a solid 8 out of 10. That's a really high rating, and the reason for that is he's just a dream to have in your team. He has got the ability to score goals from a lot of different angles with his left foot and his right foot. He knows when and where to run in attacking moves. He can link up with all of your players with ease, and he's got solid ball control. He is a very agile player who can turn out of situations and create space for himself. Plus, with him being so quick, there is no getting caught once he's away. He has a major influence in every game you play, and you can be sure that he's going to get himself on the ball, and you can definitely count on him to get himself a goal or two. So if he's a player that's going to fit into your team, I will 100% recommend that you add him to your squad, and you'll see exactly what kind of difference he'll make to your results. So let me know in the comments what you think and how Watkins' Centurions card is playing for you. And if you enjoyed this review, please remember to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more EAFC videos and player reviews. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.